Well. What happened yesterday? Well, guess what happened yesterday? Prank Kids won YCS Milan. This deck, Prank Kids, I have it right here. Give me one sec. This deck, Prank Kids, this deck right here, this deck won Milan. This deck won Milan. Oh, who would have thought that Prank Kids would have won Milan? None of us did. None of us thought that a Raigeki on legs, or a Harpy's Feather Duster on legs would win YCS Milan. No one did. But guess what, guys? Hello, welcome to my meta discussion after YCS Milan. I wanted to sort of talk about what happened at YCS Milan, what was going on, and basically what topped, what didn't. Now, thanks to Facebook, Zodiac, and the Carloncho store, I have a nice little pie chart here for you so I can do this discussion video. And yeah, guys, so Prank Kids won Milan. Who would have thought it was Thunder Dragons and Prank Kids in the finals? I didn't think Prank Kids would ever top an event outside of a regional. I was proven wrong, clearly. A Raigeki and Heavy Harpy's Feather Duster on legs is apparently very powerful. And just in general, guys, we have so much that has happened in this YCS Milan. We've seen new Danger FTK with, a new Danger FTK with Slash Draw. We've seen so many things, and honestly, guys, who would have thought Prank Kids won YCS Milan? Well, let's go into the breakdown of what happened at YCS Milan, what the top 32. So in the top 32, as I predicted, we would be in a triangle sort of format. We have 12 Sky Strikers, 8 Thunder Dragons, and 3 Altergeist. Now, personally, I still think Altergeist is the best out of the 3. Numbers don't always show, but it's not as represented as the other 3. At least I don't think it was. Actually, I can check if it was what was the most represented deck as well right now, can't I? I believe there was something down here. No, there was not, but my videos seem to be popping up. But I'm pretty sure it was either the 3rd or 2nd most represented deck, Altergeist. I know Sky Striker was the most represented deck, so obviously they're going to have the most tops. Thunder Dragon definitely was going to be here, counters this garbage and any deck that searches, such as kind of like Dark Warrior Turbo in a way. If it's not focusing on dangers, it can handle the Gem Knight FTK because the Gem Knight FTK needs to search. It can stop Trickstar very easily. It can stop True Draco to an extent, and it can deal with Pendulums to a degree, and it can deal with Goki to a good degree, which with the others. So obviously there was going to be 8 of these. The 3 Altergeist, always 3 to 4 Altergeist in every YCS. You will always see that amount, no matter what, because this deck, it may not be the most represented deck, but it's still a very powerful deck in general. Dark Warrior, we all knew Roingo Boingo was going to be slapping his head in here all day long, and we knew he was going to be here nonetheless. So that's pretty obvious. Danger Turbo. I assume one of these is the Danger FTK with Slash Draw, which just keeps looping Saruja on and on and on. We had a Gem Knight FTK. FTKs always worm their way into the meta. Trickstars. Kill them. Kill them. True Draco. What can I say? Floodgates. And then for the others, which was Pendulum, I was sure Pendulum would probably top this event as well. Being able to just make a board of Apex Avions, Vortex, Jackal King, Decode, all sorts of things really does help. Prank Kids, it won the YCS and it's got the brokenness. And a Goki that I didn't really hear much about. But guys, honestly, this event, it was a very interesting event. The finals was really cool. The Italian player basically slow played himself to death, funny enough. With him being on less life points, he could have probably taken it into the next game and maybe gotten a draw if he scooped. But at the YCS, it was just an amazing event to see. It was like just seeing like the top 32 in general. Sky Striker, we all knew that was going to happen, guys. We all knew that there was going to be a ton of Sky Striker. They're the most represented deck of the event, and they was going to be there. Thunder Dragons, we all knew that as well. They were definitely going to be there, and all guys were definitely going to be there. But the interesting stuff that we saw, we knew that the Dark Warrior Roringo deck was going to be there as well. But the interesting stuff that we saw was obviously Danger Turbo. I'm hoping this isn't a Rongo Bongo build, but the FTK, but the Slash Draw version. Well, that deck is just a major, really interesting deck because you actually have to know how many you're drawing. You have to know where your cards are placed in your deck. Like literally, the whole point of the deck is knowing where the slash draw is, and you need to be able to concentrate tons of resources into that and just keep going on and on and on and trying to think what you're going to do with it. And that was really interesting to see and just know about and just experience what could happen with that sort of a play. The Gemini FTK, it will always worm its way in. It's an FTK. FTKs will always do something in the game because of it's an FTK. Trickstar, how are you still topping? How are you still topping? I don't know how you're still topping, Trickstar. What are you do? How do you do this to yourself? How do you keep worming your way into the top 32? I don't understand. You won YCS London. How are you still here? Like I'm confused. Like we've even got the and we've also got pendulums in here, which was which was cool. I knew they were going to top. I knew they were most likely going to top because they always top. But seeing them here is still really cool. Prank Kids, definitely a big surprise. This deck is going to shoot its way up into the meta, but it's probably going to be a deck that's realized, and then people are going to start playing around the deck and start playing cards to go against the deck. So that's going to be one of the problems of this sort of deck. But nonetheless, it's still really cool to see that this deck is now here, and it's good deck. And then Goki. Goki somehow won the way in. I assume this is the 6-card hand loop version of Goki, where your opponent has no cards left in hand and they just die because of that. I assume that would be the type of Goki deck that this is. But obviously it could be some other type of Goki deck as well. But most likely going to be the 6-card hand loop variant because it's an FTK. But from this top 32, we can get a good idea of what the meta is going to turn out to be. We can see that Striker are going to be very powerful still. We can see that Thunder Dragons are going to be powerful. We can see that all guys are still going to be really powerful. They're going to be the triangle. Like we're going to have Striker at the top because they're the most played deck. Then we're going to have Thunder Dragons because they counter the Sky Striker. Then we're going to have Auto Guys because it's a deck that can beat Striker and it can also beat Thunder Dragon with ease. But it's the deck that can counter those two decks. It can also counter other decks in this format as well, such as there's the Dark Warrior. It can counter that just by having a permanence and then a faker. I don't know about the Danger. I don't know too much about the Danger turbo decks. Like the Slash Draw one, I would think that you could beat because of me. They probably put a ton of resources into Saruja. Then all you got to do is stop the first Saruja with, say, an Ash Blossom or an Impermanence. So that's something you could also do very easily. Against something like Gemini FTK, Impermanence, the deck is done. Ash, the deck is done. Like hand traps just kill the deck. Trickstar, all two guys still stop them. Thunder Dragon, they stop for Trickstar. True Draco. Let's not talk about all guys' True Draco matchup. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Pendulum, just play Anti-Spell or Imperial Order against them. They can't really do much. Prank Kids, you flip Imperial Order, you win the game, or you just compulse the rocket or whatever they have, and then you're done. And then Goki, you have to have the hand trap as well. Obviously, all bets on the hand trap. Dark Warrior, obviously, that deck is just Roingo Turbo. You win the die roll, you make Roingo, you win the duel. Danger FTK / Danger Turbo. What we're going to do is going to be a deck still. The Gemini FTK, this deck will always worm its welling. I still don't consider it like the biggest meta deck. I would say it's probably a tier 2 deck at best still. Because of it's not really that great. Trickstar, I still consider those tier 2. Draco, tier 2, is just here because of Floodgates. Pendulums, tier 2 still. Prank Kids, this is a deck that I can see actually shooting up to tier 1 just because of YCS. And I know it's like, I personally knew this deck was on the radar. I knew this deck was going to be really good. That's why I picked it up from my friend. Before YCS Milan, I picked it up for 40 from my friend, and I I thought the deck was going to be good. I was picking up for a fun event. Now that fun event, I banned it, but what are you going to do? But I knew this deck was going to be decent when it came out. I knew it was going to have a lot of power, and seeing as it's topped its first event at full power, it can only go up from here, and it will just keep getting better and better and better. And Goki, 6-card handling most likely. What else are you going to do? But guys, from this meta analysis, we can see that this meta is still quite diverse. We can still see that Strike is the dominant deck. Thunder Dragon's next. Altergeist is then the next one there, being the Triangle, the Trinity. Then we've got those ones that are kind of outside the Trinity with Dark Warrior, Danger Turbo, the Gemini FTKs, the Trickstar, the True Dragon. Like those are the things that are kind of outside the Triangle, whereas these decks are the three main decks. But guys, this is just the meta currently from what we can get from YCS Milan. This is what happened at Milan. Prank Kids won. Basically, Milan was pranked. Milan was pranked, yeah. Milan was pranked. But guys, that's the video. Tell me what you think of it in the comment section below. Tell me if you think this meta is going to be somewhat diverse. Tell me if you think this meta is still rubbish. Tell me if you think that in January that we're going to see Striker die. We're going to see Autogeist die. We're going to see Roingo Boingo banned. Just tell me all of that in the comment section below. And tell me if you're going to be playing Prank Kids after YCS Milan. Tell me that as well, because I want to hear how many people are going to be playing Prank Kids. But yeah, guys, video. YCS Milan was cool. Prank Kids, pranked them all. It's just a prank, bro. Tell me all of that, and yeah, don't forget to like the video. If you like the video, press the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. Press the notification button to be notified of any future videos and streams that I normally do at 8 p.m. UK time, Thursday afternoons. And yeah, guys, YCS Milan was pranked. YCS Milan was pranked. What else can you say? Later, guys. Robert1 signing out.